Hey folks, welcome to another numeracy video. In this video, we're going to be looking at reflection on the x-axis. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we want to be knowing about these kinds of tasks is that usually a mirror line will be given in like a dashed line, like what I've shown here in the red line there. Now what we want to try and do is try and reflect all those letters from the top half of, everything that's above the red line. We want to reflect it below the red line. So if you look at point A and D, I'm going to start with that first one there, A, B, C, D. Now point A and D, I don't really need to do anything to them because they're actually already on the mirror line. So the only thing I need to change, reflect, is B and C. But B is, as you can see, it's about two blocks from the mirror line. So on the other side, it's going to be 2 blocks also from the mirror line. But what we are going to do is, instead of writing it as just B, we put a little b and a little apostrophe. That's just to show that this is actually getting reflected. And if you look at C, that's 2 away from the mirror line. So that means it's going to be also 2 away from the mirror line on the other side. And I'm going to put that as C dash. Now, of course, I should be able to just join the lines up, because I would have from A to B, and then B to C, and then C to D. So that is my shape now that's actually reflected along those along the red line. Now let's look at the next one here. The next one we have is, we've got E, F, G, H, I, and once again we are not going to reflect E and I. So the only points that I need to actually reflect is F, G, and H. So all I have to do is just line it up. So if I line up F, so what I mean by lining it up, like along this yellow line, you see from the yellow line to the mirror line, or should I say from the F to the mirror line, is about 3 blocks. So then I'm going to go along that for 3 blocks from the mirror line down at the bottom, which means that's going to be F dash. Repeat the process again for G. So that's 2 spots to the mirror line. So 2 spots away from the mirror line is going to be G dash. And then H dash is going to be 3 away from the mirror line. 3 away from the mirror line is where H dash is going to be. Once I'm happy with that, I could just join the lines up. So E to F, F to G, G to H, and H to I. And the last example, once again, J and P, we don't really need to worry about it. K is about 5 units away from J, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be K dash. And L is 3 away from the mirror line, so 3 away from the mirror line is going to be L dash. Then I've got M and P. So M is 2 away from P, so this here is going to be M. And then M dash, and then N dash is going to be there 1 away from the mirror line. So joining these now, so I'm going to go from J to K first, and then K to L, and then L to M, M to N, and P to N dash. I should have actually said dash for all of those things. All right, so let's kind of quickly have a look at what the answers are going to look like. All right, folks, so what I've done is I've just put a little blue line above the red dotted line there because I need a line to reflect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these things, and I'm going to click on reflect. Reflect along this line here. As you can see, it's kind of saying, yep, I want to reflect along this line. And there we go. That's what my reflections actually end up looking like. Now, if for some reason, I'm just going to try this out. If for some reason you get a shape where it's joint like that, and we can try and zoom in a bit. Ooh, too much. So let's have a look at this particular shape here and notice how the reflection actually works. Because this point right here, it's actually 2 away from the reflection line. Therefore, on the other side, it's going to be 2 away as well. And so my best suggestion for you, if you want to do reflections along an axis, whether it's x-axis or y-axis, because if it's y-axis, all it is just, it's kind of like going up and down instead of from left to right. So here, if you look at this next point here, that's about 12 units away from the mirror line, and then the other point is actually 12 away from the mirror line as well. So it's just matching up how far away each points are from the mirror line and then joining it together to create your shape. So as you can see, this is pretty much how you can actually do reflections on an x-axis. Alright folks, that is basically it for this video. As always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to keep up with the latest content. Now, there should be a couple of playlists popping up here and here. Great material for revision, and as always, thank you for watching.